Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a little glitch, but we're back in, we're back on, we're back excited about what we're going to be doing on July 1st and 2nd regarding our Unlock Your Business Growth Code. It's going to be a very interactive, in-person, exciting webinar that is co-hosted by, or a seminar. I'm sorry, it's not going to be a webinar, a seminar that's co-hosted by me and Kobe and led by Veronique Fichot. Veronique is a colleague of ours. She's a clarity coach. She does lots of things, but one of her primary foci is that she's a clarity coach and is going to help in our seminar because she brings a lot to the table regarding clarity. As you know, the seminar is to help everybody grow. And it doesn't matter what stage of growth your company is at. You can be a startup company. You can be a very well-established company that's looking to elevate to the next level. You could be a company, a medium size, and a business that's been in business for a couple or a few years and wants to know how you can go ahead and grow to that next level. So we do all of that, and for this very specific seminar, we do that by focusing on 4 different topics. We're going to focus on the communications process and how communications is important to your growth. We're going to focus on clarity, and Veronique is going to teach everybody why clarity is important, how to become more clear, what the impact of clarity is on things like lead generation, which is actually the topic of today's little mini seminar. So this live is about your business doesn't need more leads, and here's why. So we talk about it's not the leads that you don't have, it's about the leads that you currently have that you need to follow through with, and the leads that you seek by the use of systems, by clarity, by proper communication. And through that, you're exhibiting your leadership. Your leadership is driving your company. And so those are the 4 topics that we're going to be talking about. So for today, this doesn't necessarily need to be a long live. We just wanted to continue to keep everybody in the loop and share with people what we're doing and invite people up here to the nest on July 1st and 2nd. So let's start this morning by asking Veronique to share with us her concept of how clarity impacts leads, whether it be lead generation, lead follow through, the right leads, all that sort of stuff. So Veronique, can you share with us?
And don't get me wrong, you mentioned brand new businesses. If you have brand new businesses, maybe you need a few leads. But before you even go there, before you even consider how do I get the leads in and everything, the first thing is get clear. Get clear on what your product is, what it's going to do for people, because you already know that, but benefits sell. What it is, not as much, right? So people need to know what it's going to be doing for, and get clear on what your perfect client is. And it can come from your experience. If you've been in business for a while, you could see, okay, this client is better for me than that client. And that might be, when we'll talk about that a lot more, but what's the profile of the client? We're going to talk about bank. Maybe your ideal client has a specific bank profile, and that might involve, let's just see, somebody that takes action, for instance, or somebody that shows up on time at meetings, or when the meeting happens, right? Or somebody that's nice and warm all the time, or someone that asks a lot of questions, because I love those conversations. That is part of the clarity that you want to have before you even say, okay, now I need leads. Who do I have to pay for them?
Excellent. Excellent. Another thing that we're going to talk about is systems and automation and AI. And so we have a resident expert, Kobe Dumas, who spent many, many years in this space, was ahead of the curve when AI came into play. But the most important part of that is systems, having systems in place that enable your business to grow. If you can't scale, you won't scale. And you can't scale with having adequate systems. And systems include people, it includes technology, it includes process. And so Kobe, why don't you share with us the types of things that systems are going to be discussed at, our July 1st and July 2nd seminar, and for this this live session specifically, how they can help with the generation of and follow through with leads.
Yeah, I'm going to probably say something a little bit more crazy, because businesses are always saying they need more leads, but I don't think all businesses need more leads, because most businesses aren't prepared for more leads. And, you know, in fact, more leads might actually hurt your business. I've seen more leads or people scale to where their business actually, they can't sustain the type of work that's coming in, and then there's a problem. So because if your systems are not ready, if your message isn't clear, if your follow-up isn't consistent, if your customer experience is weak, then more leads will simply create more opportunities for you to fail instead of succeed. So we are going to focus on platforms and how to build a platform around whatever business or system that you're using. As far as the systems, you know, I do the systems part of it, as far as being able to grow your business. And to me, that is one of the major things that's holding businesses up, is because they have a pretty website, but they don't have anything that goes along with the website in order to nurture their business or their campaigns or the people that are coming to, you know, have an experience with them in their business.
Great. So we're looking forward to that tutelage, that leadership that you provide us. Everybody will be able to take pearls of wisdom from that and talk about how to make adjustments to their systems so that they can, in fact, generate leads, follow through with leads, get more revenue, all the positive stuff that comes out of growth. That kind of leads into, you use the word nurturing, not in this sense, but you use the word nurturing, and Veronique had alluded to the use of Bank. Bank is a system that helps people identify what their bank code is, which is what their code is as far as communication and their ability to influence others. Because if you understand what your bank code is and you understand what the other person's bank code is, what your audience's bank code is, then you have a better probability, a higher probability of being able to complete a sale, because you're communicating with them in their language, because you understand their language, you understand their personality, you understand what gets them excited, you understand what takes them to take action, rather than the typical scenario, which is you don't understand because you're only coming from your perspective. And when you come from your perspective and you don't pay attention to the other person's perspective, you can oftentimes lose them. So as a teaser, when you come up to the seminar, you're going to see us doing this sort of thing. And we put on these crazy little sunglasses that are an illustration. Look at this, an illustration of the different type of personality that you're speaking with. So in my case, these red glasses refer to the action personality, the person that is excited about life and likes to dress well and likes to drive a fast car and makes quick decisions and is some people accuse them of being narcissistic. I just say they're proud, right? They're proud of who they are, what they are, and they like other people to know that they're proud of who they are and what they are. But those are action people, and we represent those by these red glasses. Veronique is wearing yellow glasses, which is the nurturer. So some of us, I've been accused of being one. Some of us are nurturing personalities, and it's important for us to take care of others. And so when we're being sold to or talked to as an employee, right? If you're an employer and you have a nurturing staff, say, for example, you have a lot of front-facing employees, you're in the public sector, or you're in here in Vegas, you know, there's a whole entertainment industry, and so people are very oftentimes front-facing. You want those types of people to be nurturers. You want them to care about the person that they're working with, that they're providing services to, and so nurturers do that. Kobe is wearing, I think those are blue because I'm colorblind, but
yeah, they're blueprints. I'm not a blueprint, but I'm wearing a blueprint.
So Kobe is wearing blueprint sunglasses, and And blueprints are very structured, and they have lists for everything, and everything. There's a place for everything, and everything in its place. If you go into their cabinets, all of their coffee cups are lined up separately from their drinking cups, and they're probably ranked from shortest to highest or the same style, all that sort of stuff. So blueprints have a much different approach to life, and you have to communicate with them differently when you're working with them, when you're selling to them. They want to know that they have that level of detail, and then we move from the nurturer to the green glasses, which are the knowledge people. So knowledge people tend to have, I'm sorry, we moved from blueprint to knowledge. Knowledge people tend to have a lot of blueprint in them as well, but they are the techno type guys. They have to understand what they're doing. You don't sell to a knowledge. Part of what we do is let people understand that knowledge type personalities make their own decision. They're going to do their own research on the product. If you're trying to sell them a Lamborghini, they're going to go through and make sure that the engine size is the right size for the type of car that they want to run races on the streets of Las Vegas. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that happens. So
did you say I have some blueprint in me?
Yeah, you have a little blueprint in
I do?
you. Yeah.
Wow.
It's I notice it's in your left pinky finger, and it comes out very rarely, but
But you've noticed.
But
That's the nurturer in you. You've noticed.
Yeah, I thought you just like to paint your fingernails blue, but no, it's actually part of your personality.
Understood.
So anyway, this is I'll go ahead and put my knowledges on too.
Oh, we're all knowledge now. Uh-oh.
Right, so we're all knowledges.
This may take a while.
And so we're very much looking forward to the seminar. We hope that you make a trip out to Vegas and come up and see us. We specifically opted to have it be an in-person seminar rather than a webinar. We may be offering this in webinar form at some future date, but right now it was important for us to have people that we can engage with and interact with online, real time, in person. So please come out and visit us and learn a lot and get to know Veronique and Kobe and myself in person. I see that there are a few people on this live right now that know us, that have done work with us in the past, and so I hope you come out. And for those of you that don't know us yet, you're going to love us when we're done with you. So please come out to our seminar. Again, it's the Unlock Your Business Growth Code, and you'll learn the bank code. You'll learn what your code is. You'll learn how to read other people's codes. You'll learn clarity. You'll learn leadership. You'll learn systems. You'll learn a little bit about AI or how to maximize AI. We'll be talking about different types of AI. We actually have an AI named Kai that's in the bank world, and it will help you understand how to work with others via their bank code. Then there's the general AIs as well, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all those types of things. And we'll talk about some of those and how to use them to your advantage, how to use them to help grow your business. So with that,
and get ready to have a lot of fun and get a lot done at the same time. So.
And I'm always going to lead. You guys make me the bad guy. I'm going to lead with some questions about actually, what we're going to be talking about, because I want you guys to understand the impact and what we're going to be coaching and teaching people. A lot of people need this. If you were handed 1,000 leads today, would you be able to follow up with all of them? And most people will probably tell you no. Right? Could your team handle them? Could your systems track them? Could your message convert them? Most people can't do it. So the real problem isn't lead generation. It's what happens after the lead comes in. And we're going to talk a lot about that.
The fortune's in the follow-up.
Fortune is in the follow-up.
Let the system help you follow up.
Yep.
So we will help you create those systems. We will help you with your messages. We'll help you with your clarity. We'll help you with your communication. And as Veronique says, and we're going to have some fun. So come out. We'll see you on July 1st and 2nd. Thank you for listening to us this morning.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Thank you.